Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the New York Jets franchise. And today we've got a chance to possibly take the lead in the division against the number one team in the NFL, the Buffalo Bills. We aren't too far behind in the series, actually. We've beaten them before, 31-25. Mike Ward had an impressive game, playing much better than Josh Allen. He only got sacked once, which basically proved it to us that as long as he doesn't get sacked, he can definitely perform quite well. Breece Hall had an incredible game against them, and not to mention Garrett Wilson, Rashid Shaheed. In Rashid Shaheed's return game, might I add, he did quite well, and then Darius Etienne doing great as well. So this team, we can definitely play offense against. Mike Ward has proven it. If we let Mike Ward play great, then there is no chance we don't win this game. And now, as you can see, Justin Fields' price tag has only increased. We are not going to be re-signing him. I don't have interest in keeping him. He's wanting a massive amount of money for a backup. That's not going to happen. They're going to try to negotiate with Samuel Womack. We don't really have too much money in cap space, so we might get rid of Samuel Womack. He did get a pick against Kansas City to open the game, but I don't know. He hasn't really done all too anything special. Bobby Brown, he's wanting a big contract. He's not really been as big of a defender as we would think. Both Shamar Turner and Sebastian, where is he at? So I know he's on here. Sebastian Joseph Day. He leads the team in sacks. So why not try and re-sign him? Ooh, yikes, that is a lot. Sebastian Joseph Day, he's doing quite well for us. Him and Shamar Turner are performing quite well. They're only 81 and 83 overall, which that's not necessarily bad, because apparently they're performing really well. We might not have much money to re-sign most of these guys. Olaf Ashanu, I do want to re-sign him, but we're just gonna accept his fifth-year option whenever we do get the chance. Aaron Rodgers, we'll see a little bit later. If he does want to stay, we will try signing him. I might not offer him anything right now because of how much money we have in camp space. I don't want to sign anybody big right now. Sebastian Joseph Day would probably be the only guy I'm considering, but he is wanting a lot of money. The Shiloh experiment is not going that well. He is 67 overall. He finally got an upgrade, but he isn't getting it nearly enough. All these guys are wanting a lot of money. Jared Dunn, I don't think I want to re-sign you. I mean, you've played pretty well on the O-line, but I don't know. You're 68 overall normal dev. You're 23, so you can develop for sure. But will you develop enough? That is the question. Guys like Braden McGregor, Kenyon Green, they're not the highest overalls, but they are 25. I don't know if I want to re-sign them just yet. We will probably wait until the end of the season. Bobby Brown, he could be a guy I look after, but that is a lot of money he's wanting for a guy that hasn't produced enough. Sammy Womack, like I said, he only got that one pick against Kansas City, and that was it. Justin Fields, he's not worthy of signing right now, considering we've got one of the best quarterbacks and players in the league at Mike Ward. Justin Fields will probably have to go elsewhere. Not to mention, both Josh Allen and Mike Ward are fighting for an MVP spot. Ward at 7 and Allen at 5. This game could very well swing things in whichever quarterback's favor. Ward played better last time they faced off. Josh Allen might fall. He might struggle this game, but then again, Mike Ward might as well. The rookie woes might come upon him. Not to mention, Coach Xavier Foster is still leading for Coach of the Year. So he's led a pretty, I wouldn't say talented squad, but I would say a pretty solid roster of men to the record we have, which is 7-3. We even have a chance of winning the division. Xavier Foster doing an incredible job coaching the Jets right now. And then as it stands, Mike Ward, who deservingly is leading the Offensive Rookie of the Year award alongside ETN at 6. He could very well go up to Superstar Dev if he wins this award, which would be crazy. Mike Ward is playing like an MVP caliber player as a star dev, 82 overall player, I believe. He's 82 overall. He's playing on the same level as guys like Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson. You know what I'm saying? He's playing like one of the best quarterbacks in the freaking league. Which, speaking of that, he is at number 6. At one point, he was number 3. Now he moved down. The typical guys. Josh Allen, considered the second best quarterback in the AFC. I severely doubt that. He's had a pretty impressive season, as you can see. He's only thrown 5 picks. 2 of those were kind of my fault. 3 of those were his. He struggled one game, and he just couldn't get it going. He couldn't get it going. But luckily, he managed to turn it around right after the Chiefs game. Actually, yeah, he turned it around right after the Chiefs game. Unfortunately, he did lose to the Broncos as well. Right after the Chiefs game, they beat the Dolphins, so he had a good bounce back game. But then they ended up losing to the Broncos, where he threw 3 picks, which is understandable. The Broncos have one of the best defenses in the league, and it's okay if he struggles at that point. But if he's playing like this, maybe, just maybe, he's doing something correct. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Buffalo, where we are going to be taking on the Buffalo Bills in their home stadium. Both quarterbacks are MVP candidates. One's a rookie and one's been in the league for quite a while. Both teams are going to be rocking their rivalry jerseys. You can see the Jets, who if they win this game, they'd have the series over Buffalo, who if they win this game, they'll just continue their win streak. They're 9-1. They're the best team in the league. We are their only loss at all. So the Bills trying to conquer the demons that are the New York Jets. That loss to New York is haunting them for certain. And it seems Buffalo is going to be getting the ball in decent field position. Allen, who's had a pretty good year this year. Him and Mike Ward have played pretty similar. Now, Allen under center. He's going to run this one with James Cook. He did this last year, and he's going to go down. Cook last week had 66 yards rushing. Not too bad of a game. Just couldn't produce any scores. So Allen now back in shotgun after that 3-yard run. They're going to have to pass it. And it's a catch by Palmer. Palmer last year absolutely torched us. But this year we look to change that narrative. Allen looking to pass it. It's going to be over the middle. And that's his tight end, Dalton Kincaid. Allen has 30 yards. This defense has struggled to stop the pass at times. Allen going to run this one. It is James Cook, who has a lot of yards. Big run by Cook. 3rd and 6. Allen going to throw. He's got his man, Palmer, over the middle, and he's in the end zone for 6. Safety couldn't play good coverage on him. It was man defense. Got him over the middle with a drag. Actually, I think it was a short crossing route. And as you can see, defenders caught up in the middle. Allen finding his man Palmer. couldn't quite catch up as that was Tony Adams in coverage. Ford, who played really good last time around against this team, is looking to continue his success and drive himself up the MVP list. So Allen driving the Bills down for a quick score. Now Breece Hall trying to run up the middle. He's going to gain 4. They hand it off and gain a couple. And that's complete to Breece Hall, who's going to pick up enough for the first. 4 yards on that catch. Shaheed with the catch. He's got it. First down for 26 yards. Shaheed getting that one over the middle. The defense getting faked out. Pump fake by Mike Ward gets Shaheed open over the middle. As you see, he got it. Beautiful pass. Shaheed, he caught it. 2 men could not get over the middle. Great pass right there. Ward making up for his mistake against Kansas City. That was a terrible pass. And now Wilson in motion. He's going to get it. He's going to juke, and he's going to gain 7 on the tackle. Garrett Wilson had 108 yards last week. He's been playing much better as of recent. 3rd and 3. They are in field goal range, so they don't have to worry too much. They have the best kicker in the league right now. It's overthrown for Garrett Wilson, but the Jets are going to go for it. And that's caught. Etienne with the catch for a first. So after the first down, Jets are going to find themselves at the 17. And that's caught by Smith. Arian Smith finally getting a catch. 1st and goal from the 4. Jets going to send the tight end. And that's Barker, who's going to get in the end zone for 6. They tried blitzing, and that's going to be Barker with the touchdown. The rookie tight end getting 6. They sent him in motion. The 3rd string tight end going to get in for 6. As you can see, they sent a bunch of pressure, but there was only 1 man to actually get the tackle. Ward had enough time to get that one off, and that's going to be the Jets with 6. Shakir, who leads the league in yards, is out there, but it seems like they're in a run formation, as they're going to hand it off. And he's going to have a lot of room. And Cook is going to have a lot of running room, and there's nobody going to beat him. Cook with the speed and instantly scores 6. Jets were not ready for the run, and it appears so. Cook with a massive run. Cisco was the only man available, but it wasn't enough. Cook outran everybody. We're going to want to win this game. We're going to have all our guys playing the best of their ability. And that's going to be a screen to Breece Hall, who's going to get a first. So the screen play to Breece Hall works to perfection. 55 seconds left in the first quarter. Scores 14-7. Etienne with the catch. He's going to have a lot. He's going to come down after a massive gain. Etienne getting found up the middle and having enough speed to get away for a massive first down. Big play right there from Ward to Etienne. Those two have a special connection. Not too many people can have that good of a connection, as Breece Hall getting a first on the screenplay. Almost blown up instantly, but luckily Breece Hall got the first. That's going to be the end of the first. The score 7-14. James Cook has played quite well, exposing this defense's weakness, which is considered their strength. Both quarterbacks have played solid. Jets have gotten down to the red zone. Shaheed and Etienne found for big plays. Big plays, that's what's going to win this game, and defense also. Ward making some changes at the line. Sending Shaheed in motion. He's going to find his man Shaheed, who can't quite get in. We are at the 1 yard line. And he's going to get in the end zone with a QB sneak. The Yo Boy Baller 1 special gets it in for 6. Ward with a clutch touchdown. And what's he doing? He's playing red light, green light, and he got caught, and now everybody's going down. Mike Ward is a police officer. So the Bills pick up a first down again. They might look to run it to Cook. And it's caught by Shakur. Gardner in coverage, but doesn't realize to come down and probably pick it. 3rd and 6. Allen sends a man in motion. And it's caught. First down, Bills. 2nd and 12 now. Allen and Cook in the backfield. It's open over the middle. And Cook's going to go down to the goal line at the 2. Spencer Brown's hurt, though. Now, we're going to hand it off. And Cook's going to go down at the 1. Jermaine Johnson with a tackle. They got to hold him for one more down. And Khalil Shakur's not going to get in. Goal line stand. Jets are going to go for it. They believe they can get it. They're probably going to hand it off. And they're going to not get it. Jets with a goal line stand. They hand it off to Cook, but it doesn't matter. Sherwood is there. So now 3rd and 5 from the 6. And it's caught by Shaheed, who's going to cut back. He's going to pick up enough for the first and more. Gain of 16. 2.5 minutes left in the half. Jets have a chance to go down, score a big play. Shaheed with the catch. It's a big catch for the first. They left him uncovered. He got sent on a post, and Shaheed is having a big game right now. Big time sack for Buffalo. Minute 52 left. And it hits Loveland in the head. Pressure was there. Now Allen will look to throw again. And he's going to evade the defense. And hit big. 1.5 minutes left. They're going to try and run hurry up. Defense had everybody covered. Allen had no time. And he's just going to check it down to Cook. The Bills electing not to kick it, but instead to go for it. Allen going to hand this one off. No, he's going to try to go for it. He's going down. Bills get nothing. So the Bills will get stopped. Allen tried to run it, but the defense was just there in time. And now he's going to get down. Timeout called by the Jets. Now the Jets. And he's going to get out. 22 seconds. So incomplete pass intended for Loveland, who dropped it. And he's going to get down. Timeout called by the Jets. Intercepted. So the Bills are going to end the half with good momentum. But we're going into halftime with the score tied at 14. Both teams have struggled to separate. Neither team wants to win, yet they both do. Now let's check the halftime report. We're going to go to Seattle, where the Chiefs, who have actually managed to turn their season around, go 6-5. And it seems they're going to get in the end zone as Xavier Worthy balling out. And it seems the Chiefs are going to continue their momentum with another win. 7-5. Go to Dallas, who's 5-5, taking on Houston. Dallas needs this win. And in Prescott, he's going to look to throw. He's going to throw it over the middle, and that is to Jalen Tolbert. And the Cowboys are going to manage to barely win 32-31. Big-time win for the Cowboys. Now Detroit, who cannot afford to lose to Miami right now. They're going to be having the ball handed off. Jahmyr Gibbs up the middle. Touchdown, Detroit. Managing to power through, playing that football that the coach, Dan Campbell, likes, and they win the game 7-4. Look around the league, a bunch of teams. And it's looking like a close game in Philadelphia, but the Jets and the Bills have had a great game so far. Not the correct momentum for the Jets as they threw a pick right before halftime. Neither team could score a field goal. Buffalo had a chance. They kind of fumbled it. Not an actual fumble, but they had a chance. Right now, he's just not really done that well. He's only got 10 yards on the game. Shaheed, he's had a big game. Mike Ward, he's had a pretty solid game except for that interception right before halftime. Loveland in motion. He's going to get to his man Shaheed, who's going to get the first. So Rashid Shaheed, who was injured earlier on in the season, seems to be having a much better game. And that's out to Breece Hall, who's going to pick up about 9. Buffalo looking to pass now. They don't have anything underneath. Dalton Kincaid just couldn't hold on. Allen on 3rd and 10, what's he going to do? He's going to get it to James Cook, who's going to get it. Bills offense getting as much as they want right now. They're going to hand it off. And Sauce Gardner's going to stop him just long enough. So the Bills, 1st and 10. Allen going to look to run it. He's going to scramble. He's going to get in for 6. Allen putting a move on the defender. Nobody was reading him. Allen in for 6, and they're going to grab the lead right back. So New York couldn't capitalize on their opening drive of the second half, and now Buffalo will score 6. So now the Jets are going to get another chance to score. They have to score, though. Both teams have gone back and forth. Breece Hall, he's looking great. He's running it up for 8. And that's the end of the 3rd. Ladies and gentlemen, put up your 4s. Jets are down 7 going into the 4th quarter. It's starting to look more and more like the Chiefs game the further we go on. But we do still have a chance to win this. The Bills' offense is looking electric. We can't really get a good stomp on them. But we have managed to score and stay in. So we're not completely hopeless. Jets need a score. They don't have any other option. They've struggled in times like this. Breece Hall going to get the catch and the first. But Jared Dunn, our starting center, is going to be hurt. We don't really have much depth at the center position. But Garrett Wilson is going to be left wide open. First down. You don't leave a man like Garrett Wilson wide open. He's going to be with bruised ribs. Let's just go ahead and stub him out. That's not good. Our starting center going down with an injury. Now Breece Hall getting enough for a first on the screen. So the DB blitz sent by Buffalo is going to take us down. And Etienne with a big catch for the first. Getting it over top the defense. Etienne has come up clutch time and time again this game. Ward with an absolutely top-tier pass right there. And Etienne gonna get in for 6. Touchdown Jets on the Etienne drag. He was the main target. Etienne's looked incredible. He deserves a celebration with his team. Mike Ward finding Etienne in the flats. The DB didn't realize till last second it was a touchdown. Followed by Taylor Rapp. That's a wrap. So they found the fullback in the flats that time. Allen now is going to look to pass again. And that's going to be a no, as they're going to scramble with the QB, who's going to get a first. We might have to put a spy on him. 3rd and 8 now. And it's, what a play. Secure. 3rd and 8. So now, Bills. And he's not going to get stopped. Sauce Gardner on the coverage. So they're going to pick up the first. 3 minutes, 11 seconds left. And he can't get this tackle. He can't get the pick or the incompletion. 3rd and 5. Now Allen going to look to throw. Almost intercepted. Bills will be held to 4th down. Are you kidding me? Why is it running into the kicker? So he ran into the kicker. The problem is still here. And now Allen changing up the play. And Bills get in for 6. We could have gave them 3, but no, they decided to get 6 because we decided Julian Blackmon run into the kicker. Why the frick are you going to do that? Ward is now receiving all the pressure. Bills need a stop. And Etienne with the catch. 3rd and 6 now. Tried going deep. That didn't work. And it's caught by Howe. Howe with the catch. Beautiful pass. Jets now. Minute 54 left. Colston Loveland with the catch. They're running hurry up. Minute 44 left. They have 3 timeouts. And it's Shaheed. Shaheed can't get to it. Now it's 4th down. Jets only need 5. And Breece Hall can't get to it. That's going to do it. Bills go to 10-1. Jets almost come away with the win. This defense is not playing nearly as good as they should. If we're wanting to win in the playoffs, this is not how we play. Offense played rather well. Shaheed, Etienne, they played great. But it's the defense that mattered this game. Both teams were going back and forth with scoring. This was a battle of who can do better. Mike Ward once again had a better showing than Josh Allen with that. Unfortunately, he did throw a pick, though. This was a good game. And the running yards, we've got to do better. James Cook managed to get 120 on us and 2 touchdowns. we've got to do better as a defense. We need a better defensive tackle. We definitely need Trevante Bridges because we cannot continue like this if we want to start winning big games. Which this was a massive game. If we would have won, we could have potentially won the division. But now we got to barely even fight for a playoff spot. So we're going to be moving to 7-4 on this season. Still a good season. We can definitely go 13-4 still. It's not out of the picture. And then the receiving yards, Rashid Shaheed, ETN, Brees Hall, they all led the team in yards. Actually, they led both teams in yards. Surprisingly, Khalil Shakir and Joshua Palmer did not get more. Garrett Wilson did get involved just a little bit. But the story was ETN and Shaheed balling out. Brees Hall, most of his yards came on that long 33-yard pass on the wheel route. The defender didn't see it there. But that's gonna pretty much be it for the receivers. We're gonna check the defense, who absolutely struggled this game. Sherwood and Cisco led the team in tackles. TFL's Jermaine Johnson and Sebastian Joseph Day, who continues to impress. We might have to re-sign him. I don't know. He is going to be a pretty important figure if we can manage to re-sign him. But then again, we just probably won't be able to go sign anybody in free agency this year because we just don't have the money. Then for sacks, Buffalo managed to sack us twice. Landon Jackson and Jordan Hancock. Two guys, not even 80 overall, managed to sack us. Greg Rousseau, he didn't have the best game, but he did have a TFL. He did not have the best game, though. His teammate Matt Milano had a pretty solid game. And then for interceptions, it was Christian Benford who got that pick right before the half on Mike Ward. But that's going to be it for this game. So after losing to the Bills, it seems like as it stands, we are currently in the playoffs as the 6th seed, where we'd have to face off against, Kansas City. So if we want to look to not have to play Kansas City, we're going to have to start winning games. We could potentially be at that number 1 spot if it wasn't for Buffalo. We barely managed to lose that game because we couldn't pressure the running back enough. Couldn't tackle him. So now we're gonna go look at some guys that we have selected. So we do know Trevante Bridges is a top 5 projected, but he is a round 1 talent. So Bridges would be an excellent grab for us. So would Cam Dunn. Not a bad idea for those guys. But now we're going to have to look at receivers. Will we have some good enough receivers? Cam Blanton has elite to great speed, but his stats show that he is not a good catching receiver. He's a deep threat who cannot catch. Now, Milner, on the other hand, has elite to great speed. He's only 5'8", which isn't the best, but he looks like he does have pretty solid speed and pretty solid excel. His deep route's really good. His spec catch is good. If this man is fast, we might have to take him in the 2nd round if he falls to that spot. Otherwise, we'll just have to take a center. And then this man, Jorge Sierra. Jorge Sierra, who actually, it looks like he played with Mike Ward last season at Oklahoma State. This man's supposed to go in the 3rd to 4th round. He looks much better. His awareness, his pass block, his run block, this man looks incredible. If we can possibly take him in the 2nd round, that'd be incredible. Whether we have to trade up for him or not, I seriously doubt it. He looks like a pretty decent athlete. He's 6'3", 293, 22 years old. Him and Mike Ward do have experience playing with each other, and we do need a solid center to lead this team on the offensive line. Maybe Jorge Sierra is that guy. He looks like a pretty good center. He doesn't look like he's going to be that injury prone. His pass block could be good or bad. His run block finesse is not the best, but it looks like he's a pretty solid all-around center. And we absolutely destroy the Vikings. 40-14, as you can see top left. An incredible game. We are 8-4. It seems Tucker Turner had a good game with the Rams. Speaking of the Rams, how are they doing? They seem to not be doing all that well at 4-8. They need to turn their season around, start winning now. Maybe Tucker Turner isn't the answer. Maybe they go another quarterback. Replacing Matthew Stafford is going to be quite difficult. But right now, the best team is still the Bills at 11-1. We do hold the only win against them, so we do have that advantage over them. So anytime we win a game against anybody, just know we so far are the only team to beat the Bills. And it seems Sherwood won a Player of the Week. He got 9 tackles and a pick. Sherwood last year won Best Linebacker, so look for him to improve even more. Julian Blackmon, the man who cost us the Bills game. 3 to 7 weeks with a dislocated knee. Luckily, though, we do have another good, strong safety on the team. So as you can see, the Vikings stood no chance against this Jets team, who held them to only 14. Jets starting off early, and they continued scoring a point in every single quarter. 10 points in the first, 16. We go up 26-0 at halftime. And then we go up 33-14. And then we score another 7 to make it 40-14. Of course, Mike Ward absolutely balling out this game. J.J. McCarthy throwing a pick. Breece Hall playing pretty well. Garrett Wilson only getting 54 yards. So the receivers didn't really play all that well. Etienne and Wilson doing pretty good. And then on defense, Sherwood led the game, led both teams in tackles. Joseph Day continues to play really well alongside Sherwood, who's been a pretty reliable guy. And then Joseph Day, Jermaine Johnson, and Shamar Turner. All 3 men get a sack. That's what you love to see. And then with the pick, it looks like Sherwood got another. Sherwood's probably leading the team in picks right now. He looks like he's still doing really good as a linebacker. The Dolphins game was the same story as the Vikings. We held them to very few points. We had the lead 21-10 at halftime, and then we just absolutely dropped a bomb on Miami, scoring 21 in the third. This offense could not be stopped. Within the last 2 weeks, we have showed out. And it seems holy God, this has to be Mike Ward's best game in the NFL. 335 yards. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not even 4, heck, not even 5, but 6 touchdowns. No picks. Got sacked 3 times. Crazy. Breece Hall having a solid game. Etienne finally getting a 100-yard game. And he got a touchdown with a long of 70 yards. So it seems that Etienne and Ward are starting to heat up. Day 1 starter, future starter. Very clearly so. Incredible. And then Rashid Shaheed also having a decent game and getting a touchdown. But Darius Etienne, the man who we thought was going to be an incredible jump ball guy, seems like he's also an incredible deep threat guy. Breece Hall, Garrett Wilson, Colston Loveland all spreading the love. Mike Ward loves his receivers, and clearly he loves everybody on his team as he is spreading the rock. A touchdown to 3, 4, 5. 5 different players got a touchdown. Actually, Garrett Wilson got 2. So he had a touchdown with 5, actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different guys. Wait a second. 1 touchdown, 3 touchdowns, 4, 5, 6. Oh, wait, that's the wrong guy. 5 different guys got a touchdown. This is what I expected of this offense. I expected Mike Ward to be a dog, but when he's balling like this is incredible. Holy crap. Mike Ward is number 2 on the MVP list. Is this the best rookie ever? He clearly seems like it. Mike Ward might have just done the impossible. He might become the first ever rookie to win MVP. This is crazy. And somehow Coach Xavier Foster going down to number 3 on the spot. The Bills taking over. Even though we ended up beating the Bills, we are the only team to beat them. We will have that held over our heads forever. Now the Offensive Player of the Year, Mike Ward and Breece Hall? Mike Ward and Breece Hall in the top 10 for Offensive Player of the Year in the AFC. Defensive Player of the Year, nobody. Mike Ward, if he is not in the lead for Offensive Rookie of the Year, then who is? And then, of course, we got Darius Etienne, who just came off an incredible game against the Dolphins. 128 yards and a touchdown on 5 receptions. Etienne's got a future. So does Mike Ward. He is the present and the future. And then the best QB right now in the AFC, screw you, Josh Allen. It's Mike Ward. This man balled out with a 6-touchdown game. If you do not give him the MVP award after that, you are doing something wrong. And Breece Hall, the second best running back in the AFC, right behind Ashton Jeanty. Basically Marshawn Lynch 2.0. And then Tippmann, he's our center playing left guard. Sherwood, who I don't remember, I think he was in the top 10 last year. He seems to be doing just as good this year. And then Azariah Thomas, who's been up and down this list all season, he seems to continue to dominate as always. He did have a couple clutch plays in that Bills game. Unfortunately, though, we just couldn't stop James Cook. Best kicker continues to be Jake Bates. Look for him to get star dev by the end of this season if he continues this. And this is the stats causing Mike Ward to potentially be the future MVP as a rookie. This is incredible. I mean, almost 3,500 passing yards, 65 completion percentage, 32 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. If he can continue this up, he's going to win MVP in no time. Not to mention, he's only been sacked 26 times. He's played in all 13 games as a starter. I felt he could, early on in the season, the first game, I felt he could start. There ain't nobody else like Justin Fields that's going to start. The man who's wanting almost 80 mil as a backup, which is crazy work. I barely even pay that for a starter. This man, Mike Ward, when he gets his contract renewed, he is going to want over 100 mil. There ain't no way he's not. This man's going to want to break the bank and become the highest paid quarterback, which, let's be honest, he deserves it. Breece Hall only 200 yards away from having possibly his first ever 1,000-yard rushing season, which I am very proud of him. I didn't think he was going to even get this far. We are 13 games in, and unfortunately, like last season he got injured twice and couldn't get nearly this much. He's also got 7 touchdowns on the ground. This is what I love to see. When he plays all season, he can get 13. He can get that many yards. He could potentially get over 200 or 1,000. ETN surprisingly leading the team in yards. Maybe ETN can be the 1,000-yard receiver. Hopkins, 13 games in, still leads the team in touchdowns at 8. So we seem to be producing a lot of touchdowns with receivers. Look how many touchdowns have been scored throughout every single receiver that we have. This is incredible. Wilson is second behind Hopkins. This is one of the all-time receiving corps, led by none other than probably one of the all-time quarterbacks. He's probably one of the best, if not the best, rookie quarterback in NFL history. He's second in the MVP list. I mean, you've probably seen Jaden Daniels. Last year, he was an MVP candidate. As a rookie, I'm talking about in real life. In real life, of course, Jaden Daniels, he was being considered for MVP, but he wasn't quite MVP. So Mike Ward has a legit chance to win it. These stats are incredible, especially in his first season. And just to prove it to y'all, I will go out without cutting. I am not going to cut anything. Look at this. I am league settings all Madden. I'm not faking this. I am legit playing on all Madden. The only thing that's a little different is my sliders, which are actually a little worse. This is the first look at my sliders. As you can see, these are my sliders. Nothing above 50, except for punt power, but it's whatever. It's punt power. It don't really matter. I have the minimum player speed threshold down just because I want speed to matter. Speed doesn't really matter if you don't change this, so it should matter. I haven't really changed any of the penalties, but yeah, I don't. You've seen. Well, I guess ball security, but that's just because I was fumbling like every 5 seconds. And now the rookie v. rookie battle. Steelers have struggled. They have pretty much struggled all season. They're 5-8. It seems Roman Rhodes is having a much better season than earlier on. Probably going to be there. It says he's the QB of the future, and it seems like he's actually going to be a much better quarterback than thought before. 16 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. He looks like a much better quarterback than he did earlier on in the season. He's not nearly on the level of Mike Ward, though, who absolutely dominated this league in his first year ever. But he does look pretty good. And then running, Caleb Johnson, 659 yards. He did not play every game, though. He has not played every game. Roman Rhodes has. He very much has. Caleb Johnson must have been injured for 3 games. He came back. And he'd probably be on the same trajectory as Breece Hall if he did not get injured, which Breece Hall understands very well how injuries affect your playing career, as he struggled with it twice last season. But Caleb Johnson has played rather well. Now the receiving stats, DK Metcalf and rookie Nick Paul. Nick Paul's played pretty good. He's still only a normal dev, though. Not really producing too much overall points. Not getting many upgrades. But Nick Paul, he's still a good receiver for them, apparently. Him and Roman Rhodes seem to actually have a good duo. Like, they have a good connection. DK Metcalf but he's just DK Metcalf. He's going to be like this. His longest is 64. So he definitely had a jump ball. But Nick Paul, the rookie receiver out of Georgia, and the quarterback out of California, they seem to be doing pretty well together. Look for that to continue. Mike Ward is still a star dev, but he is 81 overall, so he has definitely been improving. It looks like he's been working on his accuracies, which do look rather good. He is doing quite well for himself. He is a really accurate quarterback. He doesn't have the arm strength that Mike Ward does, but he does have pretty good arm strength at 92. He seems to do pretty well under pressure. He doesn't throw too many picks. Him and Mike Ward actually have the same amount of interceptions on the season. So they have matched each other in that category. But he does seem like a pretty solid quarterback overall. Pittsburgh has most certainly gotten their guy. He's ranked 23 in the league. And after a couple upgrades, as you can see, Mike Ward is a 94 overall with the morale boosts, but he's already ranked as the 12th best quarterback in the league. Look at that. This man, Mike Ward, is performing out of his mind. This is crazy. He's not the fastest guy, but man, do the Jets have their man. This is insane. 99 accuracy. So he has 99. So he has 90 medium accuracy right now. 92 short, 85 deep, 90 throw on the run, 91 play action, 89 under pressure. Mike Ward, he's already almost a top 10 quarterback by the end of his first year in the freaking league. He is a top 6% quarterback. He's rated 86 overall. He's already almost at 90 overall. By the end of the season, he very well might be. Heck, he might even be a freaking superstar dev. Which, if he doesn't get it, then that's going to be just mind-blowing. The Jets never really had a solid... They never really had a lead at all. It's the defense just allowing too much. 14-3 at halftime. Pittsburgh kept on scoring. Jets just never had a chance to come back. Mike Ward, though, still playing great as always. Roman Rhodes isn't nearly on the level of Mike Ward. Mike did get sacked twice, but he did have a 41-yard pass. Caleb Johnson held to only 80, and Breece Hall. Man, he's starting to slow down a lot. But Darius Etienne continuing on the road to 1,000 yards. Darius Etienne, for the first time, actually, he's a rookie. So if this man manages to get a 1,000-yard season in his first year as a receiver, that would be awesome. Now, he's not going to win Offensive Rookie of the Year over Mike Ward, who's playing out of his mind. He still has the most passing yards in the league, the second most touchdowns, and he's doing pretty freaking well in the interception category with only 6. Shaheed Taylor. Mason Taylor finally coming back, having a better game than he's had all season. He's had a silent season so far. He's not necessarily played the best, but he's not played the worst. And then Rashid Shaheed getting 73 yards on 3 catches and a touchdown. Unfortunately, DK Metcalf did score twice, so Sauce Gardner is not playing the best. So it seems Azariah Thomas, a top 10 DB in the AFC, got 8 tackles, led the team. Tony Adams coming up from silence. He's not had a bad season. He's had a pretty solid one, but he's just not made any big-time plays as of recent. Pittsburgh having 2 guys with a TFL, and then we had a couple guys. We had our Darius Washington and Bobby Brown both getting a TFL. And then TJ Watt, Alex Highsmith both getting a sack. And then Shamar Turner, who's been making steady progress in developing himself, gets a sack. He gets 2 tackles. One of them was a sack. Absolutely incredible. Nobody threw a pick. Steelers come out on top in the first time of the rookie battle between Roman Rhodes and Mike Ward. So we still have the number 6 seed, but it seems like now, if we do make it, we'd be playing against the Tennessee Titans. Cam Ward seems to be doing pretty good for himself. Kansas City went down to number 4. Now it looks like they're going to have a AFC Championship rematch between New England and Kansas City from a couple years ago. I could be wrong. It could be the divisional round, but I know Kansas City played off against New England with Tom Brady as their quarterback. Buffalo continues to be the number one seed. Tampa Bay, though, surprisingly, Baker Mayfield is playing really good, and it seems like the Bucs are the number one seed. And then the guy who's currently in first, the guy who's currently in first for the MVP, right ahead of Mike Ward, who's still number two on the board on the MVP list. It seems like Philadelphia's number two. And as you can see, we have a bunch of injuries. Not looking good for us. Donovan Edwards getting injured. Shamar Turner and Colston Loveland, two of our main guys, alongside Julian Blackmon. This could not go well for us. We play the Packers, and without our two best guys, this could very well not be a good game. If Mike Ward plays really good, then we could win this. But we're going to need our team entirely to play out of their minds to win this one. So we lose again, this time to Green Bay 30-24. Yeah, you can tell we're missing our star defensive players. Hopefully this isn't going to push us out of the playoffs. We are 9-6. So it seems Green Bay started off early with the lead 7-0. Then it went 20-10. We just tried coming back a little too late. Mike Ward not having a terrible game, just getting outplayed by Jordan Love. Luckily, Mike Ward is not having interceptions thrown too many times, if at all. Mike Ward's playing good in simulation. But Jordan Love just throwing two more touchdowns. This team not playing the best. Breece Hall he had a decent game at 67 yards. But Garrett Wilson, 98 yards. ETN only at 46. We need ETN to play a little bit better if we're going to have a better game. Ward not having his typical 300-yard game. Only having 211 yards, which is not too bad at all. It's an average game for a quarterback. Well, average being like 180, I'd say. But 211, it's not a terrible game, but it's not up to his standards, which I would say. Matthew Golden, Romeo Dobbs, and then some random dude named Savion Williams out of TCU absolutely cooked us for 2 touchdowns. We can't be having guys like Savion Williams score 2 touchdowns on us. That's not going to be allowed. But, bro, Sherwood absolutely dominating in the tackling game. Tony Adams playing good as well. He's sneakily good. Bobby Brown having 4 TFL. Sherwood getting 2 of them. We just dominated in the TFL game. We just couldn't dominate at all in the sack game. We didn't even get a single sack. Lucas Van Ness and Javon Bullard both getting a half sack. Neither team threw a pick, so we ain't got to worry about that. And we beat the Indianapolis Colts. But we do have one new injury. Oh, no. Our 3 main guys, besides for Mike Ward, Garrett Wilson, Sauce Gardner, 3 of our main guys who we very much need. Breece Hall, Colston Loveland, and Shamar Turner. They are all out 3 to 5 weeks. Abdominal tear, torn labrum, dislocated hip for Breece Hall. That is not good. He struggled with injuries last year, and now he's going to be injured again. He's having his best season yet, and this had to happen. So as it stands, we are going to be the number 6 seed, but we have not secured a playoff spot yet. We do gotta, however, face off against the number 5 seed New England Patriots. You could very well consider this. You can very well consider this a playoff game for us. We have managed to achieve a 10-win season for the first time in a long time. The Jets have struggled to even go above 500. Xavier Foster has changed this team. He's second in the league in passing yards, touchdowns, and sixth in passer rating. Mike Ward is a top quarterback in the NFL, considered the best quarterback in the AFC. And we got to face off against the Patriots for what could be a spot in the playoffs. If we beat the Patriots, we can make the playoffs and end this playoff drought that's been haunting us for a long time, a long, long time. With the New England Patriots game, they have some dogs on that Patriots offense. They're not the highest overall, but they are a pretty good team, good enough to go 11-5. They've turned their ship around and have played incredible. This game could very much mean our season. There's teams like Tennessee. There's teams like Los Angeles, Houston, Las Vegas, Cincinnati, all vying for a playoff spot. And if we lose this game, we could very well be kicked out of the playoffs. Our spot is not guaranteed just yet. If we beat the Patriots, we'll go up and we'll have the tiebreaker over New England, and New England would go down to third in the division. We'd go up to second once again. But that is going to be it for this episode. Next episode, we will have what could be our last game of Season 2. We have an impressive offense. We have a top 3 offense in passing, but our running game isn't the best. New England has one of the best defenses in the league. As you see, they have a top defense. They have possibly the best defense in the league currently. Their offense isn't the best when it comes to passing, but running, Trevion Henderson seems to have domination over any team he plays against. But we're one of the top passing offenses in the league. Is our passing game going to dominate the New England Patriots, or will it come down to the final play like Buffalo? But that's going to be it for the Jets here today. If you have liked and enjoyed the video, consider liking and subscribing, as it helps the channel grow and goes out to more people. And as always, I am Yo Boy Baller 1 saying peace out, everyone.